Captagon or phenethylene. In the underworld, it's amphetamine for the poor. One pill of poor quality is $2 to $8 apiece. In factories seized in Damascus under government control and protection, billions of tablets were produced annually. They flooded southern Europe and the Middle East. Profits went into Assad's treasury. These containers are full. They put the containers in generators and sent them to Saudi Arabia and other countries. Who arranged for the distribution? Syria's close friends in the north. The Kremlin kept Assad on a leash of dependency. For Putin, Syria was the key to the Middle East. For Russia, this is a huge logistical blow, as it is for Iran. Iran had its corridor to Lebanon through Syria, while in Syria, Putin had his transport route to Africa, where there are diamonds, gold, gas and oil. Also, of course, left business. I'm sure the Russian special services also had their hand in it, just like they had their hand on Afghan heroin in Soviet times. So this is a very dirty game, and we can expect the worst from the Russian secret services. Everyone in Europe knew about Assad's narco business and the Russian patronage. Despite many international actions and attempts to break the drug distribution routes, there was just too much.
Assad was a drug dealer, funding his regime through Captagon and illicit finance. And we said no because he was never, ever going to change. There were those who used to call Assad the Lion of Damascus. Now we see the reality. Assad is the rat of Damascus, fleeing to Moscow with his tail between his legs.
Narco-terrorism is one reason why no one in the West misses Assad. The other is equally overwhelming in its scale. 100,000 or more. These are the estimates of the number of victims buried in mass graves near Damascus. Methods of interrogation, imprisonment and execution were straight out of Moscow's Lubyanka. Brutal methods taken from NKVD manuals.
When trenches were opened, it would be quite deep as 15 meters or 15 feet, 5 meters or 15 feet. They would dump the bodies in there, and then they would fill the trench, even at such a depth that potentially this area could be used later for normal burials, where the bodies would only be, say, 2 meters deep.
A cemetery for mass graves, a methodology well known to historians in Poland. Attempts to obliterate traces and eliminate witnesses straight out of the Stalinist terror era. Trucks, large refrigerated trucks, would arrive at the mass grave. The graves were prepared in an organized manner. The truck would arrive, unload what it was carrying, and leave. There were police carts with them, and no one was allowed to get close. Anyone who got close ended up just like those there. However, the road to peace and tranquility for Syrians will certainly be a long one. With the fall of the regime and, above all, the withdrawal of Russian troops from Syria, nobles, rebels and warlords who are trying to get at least a piece of Assad's empire are beginning to claim their own.